Hello, welcome back to this Let's Build series. We are working on the 60s ranch house slash rambler. I don't know what exactly the difference between the two is, by the way. If anyone would like to clarify, then go right ahead. Going to be doing a bit more work on the exterior now and then focusing mostly on the inside of the house. Probably the next episode will be the landscaping episode as usual. So, without further ado, I've already jumped right in. I think I'll just have this pillar right in the middle here. There we go. Okay, so first things first, let me go ahead and put in a stained glass pane in this windowsill here. And what else? Now we're going to work on the entryway. So I'm going to use cobblestone as the flooring. I'm also going to get white stained glass to kind of form the window around the entryway, around the door rather. So there's that. Then I'm going to use oak wood planks because a lot of these houses back then had wood floors throughout the main living spaces, like the dining room, living room, hallways, kitchen, stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do here. Alright, so there's that. Now we move to the living room. And I think what I'm going to do actually is replace this whole wall with sandstone. There's just so big of a contrast between this and the white wool, it's just, it doesn't look that great. And oftentimes in houses like these, they did kind of carry the exterior themes into the interior with stuff like flagstone or wood paneling or whatnot, kind of mimic the outer siding. So that's the context of this, I guess. I'm going to put in the cobblestone floor for the laundry area slash mudroom. This is the garage, of course. And what else? I think this whole area where the kitchen is going to be can be cobbled. I'm not so sure about this area between the kitchen and the living room, but that probably will be done too. So we'll just do it like that, maybe. That works pretty well, I think. So let's grab the spruce wood, and we're going to use that for cabinets. I think the stove and the range can go over here. It's going to be a pretty decently sized kitchen. Nothing huge, but definitely more than enough to, I don't know, make those apple pies and other very old school American desserts and whatnot. I think I'll put the fridge here. So this is pretty decent, kind of like an open plan sort of deal. Just gonna put that there as an informal divider. Maybe, nah. Okay, so let's grab more wool, and then we'll go ahead and throw in the ceiling. That's just gonna cover everything up the way a ceiling generally tends to. Almost done with that. Almost, but not close enough. This is another one of those really tedious things, putting in the ceiling. Let's throw in a glowstone block, just because I finally managed to turn off the spawning of creatures, but just in case your world doesn't have that or whatever. Actually, I think stuff like bats didn't even spawn in this world because it's so old. It's actually about almost 3 years since this has been created. Maybe over 3 years actually, but anyway, yeah, this just little blocks of glowstone are up there so that no bats or anything spawn in, because I've had worlds where those do spawn and they are annoying. They fly everywhere and they constantly make that stupid squeak noise. So As, you know, it's probably safe to imagine you don't want them in your home if you are building this in survival or what have you, so that's definitely something I recommend, being sure to light up the area above the ceiling, even if it's just with a couple of torches or something else like that. Then that's definitely better than nothing. So, yeah, oh, I put the fridge there by mistake. That's not where you go. Alright, so then, furnaces. Okay. Now we just need the carpet for the countertop surface. We'll use brown. Alright, so that's basically the kitchen. I'm going to put in some glowstone there. Alright. And we'll put in some glowstone in here too. We're going to put in some curtains. I'm going to use the handy dandy banners for this. There we go. Put the curtains on the main kind of, well, not main, but the side windows there. So, what do we have here? I'm gonna put a little divider between this and the breezeway entrance. And we need more glowstone in the dining room, one over here. Alright, so this is pretty nice and simple so far. I guess I can go ahead and put in the washing machine and the dryer, as well as the furnace in this little utility room slash breezeway. And for those of you who don't know what a breezeway is, it's basically a space between an interior and an exterior space where it's kind of more roughed in, I guess, and it's not quite as nice as the interior. And basically, you take off your shoes, you take off your coat, all that sort of stuff, so you don't end up tracking mud or water into the house. And then you know, that's that's really all there is to it. It's just pretty much a room for you to take off your outdoors apparel so it doesn't, you know, bring dirt or water into the house, I guess. I probably could have done a much better job explaining that, but I don't know. I think by this point it has become obvious that if you're looking for concise and accurate explanations, this is not the channel for that. Not the channel for that, unfortunately. Also, my throat keeps getting all cruddy, so I keep having to clear my throat. I apologize for that. It's really just as annoying for me as it is for you. Probably. Maybe you could be made incredibly upset by that, and thereby be more annoyed than I am. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab more cobblestone. We're going to use that as the flooring for the bathroom as well. Get some quartz stairs, and I use white countertops. Torch, and that'll be about it for now. Go ahead and place all this in here. Oops. I made a bed or bathroom rather in one of my other houses that I really liked. It was 4 blocks long as opposed to the usual 3, and it was laid out in such a way that the toilet was kind of tucked away behind the bathtub, and that was kind of a cool layout, I think. I mean, I know a lot of the houses don't really have room to do the 3x4 bathroom instead of just 3x3, but for when I do, I'm going to have to remember that, because that was a cool layout, I think. So I'll grab the door, get some magenta wool, some light blue, and some green. We're going to go for some kind of funky colors with the carpet in here, just because we can. And because, you know, as the 50s, carpet was becoming a thing more, you know, in a more widespread way, I had some really interesting colors for it, that's for sure. I think only recently, only over the last like 20 years, has carpet gone to the mostly boring off-white or gray and stuff. I don't know. So really, the interior of this house is just about finished now. I guess what I can do is go ahead and put in a patio Just a very simple little thing of stone slabs along this back entry, or back whatever here. Then we'll connect it to the garage by way of this little path. Dot 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 dot. Okay, there we go. So, I guess what I will do now is put on a couple of lights for light, so it's not so dark. Put one in the front yard, just freestanding. And two more on the front here. I'm going to put another two on the back side of the house. And one more here. Alright, so there's that. And I think now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just put in the driveway and the stone floor of the garage. Then we can work on the exterior, and that will be in the next video. So, well, actually one more thing. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some awnings on here. I think that'll add just a little bit more interest and color and all that. All those good buzzwords. There we go. Alright. Actually, I think that looks really out of place on the main window, so I'll go ahead and omit that. Okay, so that's about it for this episode here. As always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like or a comment or subscribe or whatnot if you haven't already. If you didn't like the video for one reason or another, then hey, tell me what that reason is. If it's something I can fix or improve upon, I will definitely try to do so. So, thanks again for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode.